Well, we did it. Let's see. Why is it so dark? Anyway, we did it. We got us an abandoned homestead. And we decided today we talked about, I think we're going to make a video. A series talking about it. Total property is about 20 acres. There's a pond. There's 2 houses. One is occupied. There's a mother-in-law house that we're going to be building an addition onto at some point in the future. This house here has gotten quite a bit of damage from 2 trees falling on it, and they were very large oak trees. But we got them off the roof and covered it in, we call it slug plastic. It's actually field silo plastic that they put grain in and fields to store it until the price goes up later on in the season. But anyway, that keeps most of the water out of the house. There's quite a bit of damage though. We're gonna have to take off like the whole section of the house with the bedrooms on it. So luckily we have a house to live in until this one gets fixed. We've got some major foundation issues which we'll look at later. The house is pretty cool. It sits on top of a hill on a nice beautiful farm. We've got pigs out here, got ducks, a couple of chickens, like I say, a pond, a nice walking trail through the woods that I've done. So I've been here for quite a while. Actually, to be honest, I've been here most of my life. This is my grandfather's house, and it is abandoned. It's been abandoned for about 7 years now, since he passed away. And my step-grandmother packed up everything that was any value to her and took off back to her home place in East Tennessee. And we had this tied up for quite a while. Well, hello, kitty cat. We've got 2 kittens in here, and hopefully they'll raise up to be nice little mousers, because I don't think we'll be here until they're full-on grown. But I just thought I'd make a little video and kind of the first day here, because I really haven't started on the house other than I ripped a couple of boards off the inside in the bathroom just to see if I could see anything there, because it was sunk pretty bad right there. But I need to take all the walls, the ceilings, the floors out of the, I guess you'd call it sewing room or baby room. It's kind of a small, when I was little it was my bedroom when I was up here with my granddad, but it's a little bitty room. But I think it's going to end up being different when we redo that side of the house. I think we're actually going to extend the bedroom onto the back porch and make it a little bigger. And, well, not really bigger because it's big enough for a bedroom, but we'll be able to add on to the other bedroom to make it a solid 3-bedroom, which would be good. 3-bedroom, 2-bath out here. Big dining room. This dining room is massive. At some point I'm going to build a table for in here and bring y'all along for that project, of course. I'm going to try to take y'all along on anything we do on this. Try not to bore the heck out of y'all like I am right now. But this is it. This is the big day. This is the day that we really decided that we're going to take on this project. I've spent the last couple days working on pig fences, getting power to them from, we got an old low impedance, what's it called? Hold on. think it's a Stay Put 57. Anyway, it only runs at like 400 volts, and I tell you, when it hits you hard. It doesn't feel very good. It but it's not like the normal, really high voltage that goes to like 5,000, 4,000, 5,000 volts, and it's low amperage, and it knocks the crap out of you. But it does it real short and sweet. No, this the flasher's bad. So if anybody knows how to get a flasher for it, I think it's a 4-pin, because a 4-pin's in it, so it should be. But I need to break it apart and find out. But I think it's called a Stay Put. And yeah, right now we got 19 hogs, so that's helping a lot to keep them in, because I had a couple that were not wanting to stay in the pen, and the neighbors probably weren't very happy about that. Luckily, they're pretty patient with us, because pigs, they're crazy, I tell you. I'm just glad we moved them further up on the property, so that they're kind of in the middle between the two houses, and you really can't smell them from either end, because we feed them a lot of like soybeans and corn, and all stock mixed as a slop, and then also get produce from the farmer's market when the farmer's market's in, and that helps quite a bit. But they give us all the produce that doesn't sell, or doesn't go good, doesn't go. Sorry, it's kind of late. It's like 1 o'clock. All the stuff that goes bad, they give it to us so we can feed to the hogs. Keeps it out of the landfill, makes good use of it. But yeah, we're gonna try to make this off grid if we can. I do think in the near future we're gonna try to get a temporary service put out here, so that we'll have power up here for the time being, because there is power run up here. This house did have electricity, but when the trees fell on the house, we had the power disconnected. So that way, nothing would. Well, there was no reason to have power. Nobody lived here for the past 7 years. There's no reason. So when trees fell, we just had them disconnected completely. And the well comes up here. The well water does, but it doesn't get very good pressure. So we have to figure that out, because it is. The property's about 10 acres long and 2 acre wide, and I think we are about 1/8 of a mile, a little over 1/8 of a mile from the well to the house, and it's uphill, and that's not very good for the well. So we'll see what happens there. We may have to hook into city water, which wouldn't be a bad thing. I know we want to be off grid, but I want to be electrically off grid. We have hard water here, so it might actually be good for us to get it in city water, just because, well, if the power goes out, we still have water. If the power goes out with a well, we don't have water, and that's not a very good thing. Boy, that changes big time when I put that light out, doesn't it? Changes colors. Gets that white balance. But yeah, as you can see right now, we're running off coal oil lamp during the nighttime here, and it works pretty good. You can see pretty well, and people did it years ago. We got 4 or 5 of them that we can use. Mostly it'll be me out here working alone. My wife is pretty busy most of the time. We have a couple of different businesses going on, and hopefully we'll be out here one day completely. This would be wonderful. But just wanted to give y'all kind of a heads up and see what y'all think. If anybody wants to leave a comment, like it, subscribe, doesn't matter. If you want to, do it. If you don't, doesn't matter. But If you're watching this, if nobody's told you today, love you. Y'all have a good evening, or morning, or afternoon.